Morning. Well, I've enjoyed my day in Malaga and now I need to make a start. We have to pay the bloke in this little hut thing on the right hand side here. When you come in, he gives you a ticket with the reg number and the time and everything on. So, and you just give it him back, and you can pay by Visa or MasterCard or whatever. Well, that's that done. It's about €15 something a day, but then after that, if you go over a day or you're part of a day, it's about 50 cents an hour, roughly. I should have took a picture, really, I forgot. I still like the idea of orange trees just looking nice planted on the side of the road. So if you want to park here and you want to catch the bus into town like I did, the bus stop is literally just here on the right hand side. You'll see it in a minute. So this is the bus stop to go into Malaga, and when you just here, look, there you go, to go into Malaga, and when you come off back again, that's where you get off. I think if you want to go to Coin, however they pronounce it, I think you have to go the other side of this roundabout. I don't know because I've never been there. But this new road, this is a toll road at the bottom here, and at this time of the morning it's much easier. Toll costs hardly anything, but it just comes into this side of town, and where I deliver to is on this side of town as well. Before, the only road into Malaga was downhill and into the city. Wherever you wanted to go, whether you wanted to go straight down the coast, Torremolinos, Marbella, that direction, you had to still go down that one road and then split off. And then if you wanted to come over this way, then you split off right, or you went straight on, or you went left. It was just that one road. But they've put this road in now, I say recently, in the last sort of 7 years, I think it's been open. But it is a toll road, but it's much easier when you want to get to the industrial area on this side. The only thing you have to remember is, as you can see from here, when you're going out of Malaga, everything's uphill. But remember, when you're coming into Malaga, everything is downhill. There is some severe hills down into Malaga town. I remember years and years ago, I didn't really know the lady, but a driver, she came down. There's a tunnel on the old road, and I think she hit the tunnel. I didn't really know her. I'd only met her maybe once. But English lady, and that didn't end well. But there is some massive hills coming down into Malaga, so don't be racing along. But I must admit, I do love the scenery around here. I look at these mountains and I just think I'd love to walk to the top of there, just to see what it looks like from the top. So people are always leaving comments that they want to see the scenery, so I'll let you enjoy the scenery for a few minutes. Spain is a very diverse place. If you decide to climb these mountains, you need to be properly prepared. You need to have the right equipment because it gets very, very cold up there. There's no point going up in your shorts and flip-flops. Yep, that's definitely one mountain I'd like to climb, for no particular reason. Definitely be a good view from the top of there. Right, I'm going to get on and I will bring you back when we're near the first collection. It's not too far away, about half an hour. I hope you enjoyed the views. We're only about half an hour, 45 minutes away from where I started, but there are definitely some beautiful views coming up. We are loading, I think it's 12 pallets of onions in here. I've done this collection many, many times, well, as probably most people have that come to Spain. I've had a couple of comments that people have seen other videos of places I've collected, which, to be honest, isn't surprising. What happens is, especially with the fruit and veg, is that the pack house will give the load to a freight forwarder, and then the freight forwarder knows who comes to Spain, who goes to Italy, who does Germany. They've got it in their mind of a transport company that they normally use. So then they approach the transport company and say, I've got this load. And transport companies have brought loads out from England and so to whichever country, and they approach a freight forwarder and say, well, I'm going to be in Spain on this day, have you got a load that needs bringing back? And they work out a price between them. And I mean, that's how it is. And the freight forwarder works with many, many different transport companies. So they get the best price that they can, obviously, and the farmer, the pack house, gets the best price that they can. But it just, there's only so much work, and it all gets moved about regularly. I mean, some of our work is actually direct for customers, especially coming out. Our work is direct, so it doesn't go through a freight forwarder. But there are many, many freight forwarders, and they don't actually move out their offices. All they do is pick the phone up. This is it here on the right-hand side. So I've done this collection many times. So I'll nip in and see the guy upstairs and see what he's got to say. So that's a bit of a result. It's all ready. He said the guy from the warehouse is going to show me onto the bay because it's got a flap that comes down. You see this twin steer? It's much easier when you've got a load of room. If you can get it straight or nearly straight, if you've got the room in front of you and you can get it straight, it's much easier. But trying to get it into smaller places, the twin steer doesn't want to know. It's just so slow when you're trying to bring it round, and it shows you up every time. It makes you look like an amateur. But it's just the different axle configuration that does it. It's so slow. I mean, a 4x2, and you can put them anywhere. Tag axle, which means the back axle of the unit lifts up and shortens the wheelbase. That can go anywhere. So with the short wheelbase, you can move them about. They're so manoeuvrable. But say with the long wheelbase and the twin steer, it's like I've said 100 times before. It's like driving a cruise ship. Great going forward, but when you're trying to get it into the Suez Canal, it doesn't want to go. You've seen this pack house before. These aren't ours here. I'll show you ours. They're just around here. See, that's what I mean about it's like a little bridge that goes on. That's why you have to show you on, because you have to get the lip right in the right place. There's two of them loading them now. And the thing is, with that ramp, it's got support underneath, so it doesn't lie flat on the bed. These are ours, so it won't take long. There you go, didn't take long. I've got the paperwork. Customs papers are done. I just need to send some stuff for the office to get the GMR. Oh, that trailer doesn't look too healthy. Looks like it's gone on its side. But it's only a little village, this is. This is the industrial estate just at the side. But you see, just on the right here, there used to be a cafe there, and a lot of these little cafes in the industrial estates have closed now. There just isn't the business for them. They used to be always open, and or sometimes they're just open, say, in the morning for bacon sandwich and a coffee. They're not open like they used to be. So now we have 2 more collections up in Barcelona area, which, as you can see, 900 kilometres, which is roughly 550 miles. So we better get on. So it's going to be more than a shift to get up there, more than 9 hours. So we need to get on a bit. There's some big hills, but I mean, we're only half loaded, so it's not too bad. But as you can see, the scenery is absolutely immense. So I'll let you see the scenery and I'll bring you back when I'm a bit nearer later on. Hello. Well, I've parked up for the night, but I'm actually not very happy about where I've parked. I'm on my way to Barcelona, and as anybody that's watched my channel for a while, I know I'm not keen on Barcelona, only because it's notorious for trouble. But I'm still sort of 3 hours away from my collection, which is kind of why I parked here, because I thought, well, it's a bit safer, I'm away from town and that sort of thing. And there's lorries all around me. It's a service area, but there's a lot of people mooching about, and I can't really see where they've come from or anything. So I haven't got the proper do you remember the DAF? I had the and I think the Scania ones I've got somewhere. I had the little locks that went from the door lock to the grab handle, and could do that from the inside. Well, I haven't got those for this lorry. I could get some, but I haven't quite felt the need, and I haven't actually, since I've had this lorry, I haven't felt parked in a place where I've felt uncomfortable. And it is, breaking into lorries, into the cab, is still a thing, because they want your passport. Basically, they want your passport, they want your fuel card, they want any money, they want anything they can take. When I parked, shut the curtains, and didn't turn the light on until I'd done that. I've had my tea with the curtains shut and everything, but when I sort of peeked out, as you do, Mrs. Bouquet style. I peeked out and I could still see these lads wandering around. So what I've done is I've just put the strap from one side to the other, because what they do is there's obviously vents in the lorry at the back and all that sort of thing, and there's like the pipe where the 90 litre exhaust is, and what happens is they put sleeping gas in, so they can just put the sleeping gas in, it puts the driver to sleep, and then they're free to fiddle with the door locks and get in. And it does still happen. My friend's been done, and I know of other colleagues that have been done, and it's just something that's in your back of your mind to be safe. So what I've done is just put the strap from door to door. I'll show you how I've done that. It just means that even if they put me to sleep and made me feel terrible, they couldn't open the door by fiddling with the lock. They would actually have to smash the window and cut the strap, because I've just strapped it from one door handle to the other door handle, and it means that they just can't be opened outwards. It's a basic security level and that sort of thing, but at the end of the day, it works. So I'll show you how I've done it. It's pretty simple. So all I've done is that's the door handle there. I've just wrapped that side around that door handle, and that side through that door handle, and just tightened it up in the middle. Just ratchet it shut in the middle. I mean, it's not a big strap, it doesn't have to be. It just has to keep the doors shut. So at least I'll be able to sleep, and I know, I mean, the alarm will go off if they open the doors anyway, but if you're knocked out, because obviously you're not asleep, you're actually knocked out. So if you're knocked out, and what my colleague said was he could sense there was somebody in the vehicle, he could sense there was people there, but he couldn't wake himself up. And I mean, that's what happens. And the fact that being a single woman is another reason to look after myself. But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, it's basic, but it works. So I'm going to get some sleep, and I shall talk to you tomorrow. Good night. Morning. What a beautiful sky this morning. Well, it was a very uneventful night after me worrying, but I do tend to overthink sometimes, but better to be safe than sorry. There is some beautiful skies coming this direction, because obviously sunrise is in the east. It's like a winter sky, isn't it? It looks lovely. See, traffic's just starting to build up in Barcelona. It's always busy, same as Madrid, same as any city really. Always busy, busy. So we're north of the city at Granolas. I'm not exactly sure where this place is at Granolas. I've never been before.
After 600 yards, keep right.
I've had a look at the map and I've got the sat nav, so we'll just follow it along. I know it's on this estate, but I'm not exactly sure where.
Keep right towards Barrett's.
We should
After
come down to the roundabout.
Yards,
Sat nav saying it, but sometimes on these sort of urban industrial estates they're not quite right. we came right down to the roundabout. Sometimes they're not quite right because urban industrial estates change regularly, and they move roads about and build things a lot more often than they do big purpose-built industrial estates. See what I mean is that they put sort of bollards where there were no bollards, and they put roundabouts where there was no roundabouts. So I think I need to go right here. I'm not sure where it is, but I know it's this side of the road. So go right here. Now we want to go around the back, so if we go left underneath here, can we do that? Go left here? No, we can't. So we're going to have to go straight on here. Go straight on and then turn left at the bottom. I think that's how to do it. We go left here. Oh, actually, that's the company in front of me that I want to go to. Yeah, that's the company there. So I'll go right and then see what they say. There's a gatehouse here as well. You can't see it just yet. There's a gatehouse. I'll go and ask them. So I went in and asked them. I was at the right place, but at the wrong side. So I'm actually, I went round the block, and then when I came to that T-junction again, I turned left and then right. So I'm sort of around the back of the building now. I mean, you probably can't tell because obviously you're not driving it, but it's so much easier when you've got this lorry and you've got a load of room, because you can, like I said before, you can get it straight and bring it back, and you're not trying to adjust it at the last minute, so it's just so much easier when you've got the room to do it in. There's only a little bit of adjustment, and just much easier. Getting it straight in the first place, that's the key to this lorry. So we're on the bay. I've got, I think, 9 pallets from here. But because the onions are coming off first, I'm going to ask the guy if he'll take them off with his forklift and then put his stuff on the headboard and then put the onions back on. I've got two more small pallets, I think it is, in another place. But if he can put his on the headboard, that would mean I can get the onions a lot easier. So he's a good egg. He took all them onions off, look, and I mean he's got forklift. I know it's not that much of a disaster for him, but it's just helped me out a million. And he's putting his pallets on the headboard, and he's going to put the onions back on for me. The onions, some of the onions are coming off just in Portsmouth, so it saves me taking all his off to take, I think it's 2 or 3 pallets of onions off and then put all of his back on. But yeah, it's saving me a lot of hassle. Look how tidy that is. So we'll get the other 2 pallets in the corner. So I nipped round and got the other 2 pallets. It's literally just round the corner, but it was really busy trying to get in there. So I just didn't have time to record it. But it's only those 2 little pallets. So there we are, all loaded, all sealed, all locked. I hope you've enjoyed this one. If you have, please subscribe, ring the little bell. You'll get notifications of when I post again. Leave a comment and I shall catch you next time. Take care, everybody.